Good morning. I am the man with many hats. This morning it's the turn of Ollie Vlogs. Right, I am at the science farm at Rowden. Just come over to start doing the morning feeding. Got the key for the Fergie. Went to go and get the key for the John Deere, and it's not here. So I rang Rice, who is always the bloke that is looking after this place. I said, Phil, there's no key. He goes, oh yeah, it might be in my body warmer. It's back at the other farm. It's no use to me. So I've had to call him back up from Professor Bowman, and he's bringing either the key, if he can find it, or the spare key over for me. Good start to the day. It feels like a Monday. Anyway, in other news, we no longer have the Merlot here. That is now back at home. Story with the Merlot, we don't own it, we don't hire it, we don't lease it. It's on demo from Merlot, but it has been for about 6 months. I think they've forgotten we got it. And we're a bit afraid of putting too many hours on it. We're a bit afraid of using it without it being sort of, our machine as such. So that's now back home, and we're just going to do the feeding up over here with the Fergie. So I'm just going to go and get all the sheds shut back and ready for scraping out. What I normally do is I get that tractor out and start it up and let it run for a bit before we do anything else. And I see I've got a load of round bales now as well, which is handy. Right, just finished with the scraper here. Now, as you can see in the yard, we have to have tyres littered everywhere to unhook various machines. So this machine is very back heavy, so it will fall over if you let it off without putting it on a tyre. Same with the scraper. Now that it's missing a wheel, we have to let it down on something just so we can pick it up and down. Bit of a job this. Right, so on the Fergie, you have to scroll through the page here, 3 clicks, and you get to, when you get to this page here, see the bottom one there says off, it means off. What that means is if you hold OK and use your third service on here, that operates your locking pin, and then I'll be able to take that off and go and put the bucket on. Thoughts on the bedding straw this morning? I know it looks horrendous, mainly because it's growing, but actually inside it is really nice barley straw. I put the tub mixing so that when it drops in, it'll break it up rather than it just flying out the top when I put it going in the shed. Right, I managed to do the first pen without incident. Now we usually put about 500 kilos of straw in this thing to bed up with in the mornings here. 2 round bales got me to 600 or just over. And I got 424 left there, it says. So that's what we use in the first pen. We use about just under 200 kilos. Now this wagon can be a bit temperamental going into gear. Turn the power shaft on and it'll either go bang or it'll either just gently go into gear like nothing's ever happened. It was the latter. Right, open up the door using that one. Some straw out. So just like a normal trail straw chopper, we got all the spout controls on here. We can chuck it wherever we want to. Because these pens are they're not very deep, quite thin, I tend to just blow it sort of just before the middle here, and it blows its way to the back. And when the cattle are all stood there, you've got to sort of move it around a bit. Yeah, it's doing a good job, the straw. 2 bales a day will get through our stack of round bale barley straw fairly quickly. Right, we managed to get through that without a hitch, so we'll do that for the next few days. We'll put 2 bales in to bed them all up. Sort of change a lever here, that goes up there into neutral. So that lever operates the flywheel for the straw chopper unit. And then this lever here is just the speed of the tub mixing. So that mixes all the time, unless you want to put it in neutral for any reason, but then you can't do anything. That's got a slow speed. We tend to leave it in the fast speed all the time, and then when we use the flywheel, put that in fast speed. We wouldn't normally mix up those straw bales first before putting them in. It's only because they're like really wet on the outside, really dry on the inside. We want to get an even bit of straw. We don't want one pen to just be bedded up with rubbish and then the last pen be bedded up with really good stuff. Because the way that will work is the heavy, wetter outside of the bale will be forced through first, just because it's heavy and it falls down to the floor, whereas all the light stuff stays on the rotor till the end. But anyway, we are now going to get on with doing some loading and some feeding, and then we'll see where we get to. I should probably mention it's a Wednesday, so Phil's off doing his office work, saving the world in other ways this morning, hence why I'm here. Feeding! These guys are all ready for their breakfast. They are well keen. The one that got his head out there, look. What are you doing? Idiot. Now each shed gets a different ration, but they all equal about 600 kilos fresh weight a day. Whether that be the browns that get about 450 kilos of silage and then 150 kilos of rolled barley, or more like the greens here that are just getting pretty much silage with a tiny bit of wheat distillers. It's all much of the muchness. So yeah, we do 3 sheds of bedding up, but we can do that in one load, and then the 3 individual feeds obviously we have to do. You can't just stuff a load of silage in and do all 3 sheds at once. They've all got their own silage pit, they've all got their own dung midden. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but it's the reason we're here. Now, as with all the modern tractors now, when we put the PTO going here to start our next mix, if I want to get off the seat, I've got to press this little button here. What that does is put a little stop symbol up on the dashboard there, allows me to get out without it turning off. If I didn't press that button, by the time I get round to put the screen round, that would have stopped spinning. Can you hear that? Silence. Happy cows. Right, it's me done here. Jump in the old whip, back home for some breakfast. See what else we got in store today. Right, so it's now the next day. I got a friend coming to stay with me today, who you'll see a bit later on. A lot of you will know him. And this morning, I've had to take a tyre in to be repaired, hopefully, or if not replaced. It's a brand new tyre. Had a tiny little head of a nail stuck in it. Pulled it out last night and lost all the air. So done that this morning. My spare tyre that I put on, that is fairly ropey as well, so I have to get that replaced. So hopefully that means I'll get 1 new tyre and 1 repaired tyre, but you never quite know. Anyway, I just bumped into Bowman's other half. Just wondering why I'm not at work. Right, so we brought Staffordshire down to Devon. Will's here at back my place, just having a look around our cattle. Just had a look around North Wyke with us this morning, so there'll be a video at some point soon. Yeah, hopefully next week on Wednesday.
Next
week Wednesday, so
we'll
next Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. But I'm sure a lot of you already know Will. If you don't know who Will is, it's from Cowley Hill Farm.
Yeah, that's right.
You do a couple things, so you work at home.
Yeah.
You got your own sheep flock.
Yeah, we got about 300 pedigree clins / purebred clins. Yeah.
So I'm not a big sheep guy, but I watch Will's content because I find it interesting. And you also work outside the farm as well. Yes. I don't know how much you can say about that. But...
Yeah, so I work for Data Miles Livestock. Some people heard some of that. I just do a bit of social media for them, just as an extra income, because as you know, farming sometimes you need to find diversity to earn some extra money.
It is like a diversification, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Along with the YouTube as well.
Yeah. So free job.
Will would be a lot more involved in social media than I am. I've seen recently on, are you an NSA ambassador or something along those lines?
So, I applied for it and managed to get it. Yeah.
You were doing some Farmers Guardian stuff at Lama.
Yeah, I was talking and taking some like young children around, like 14, 15-year-old, just to try. I'm really into trying to get the next generation into farming, so anything I can do, just like Josh has done himself.
Yeah, like we're having a go.
Yeah, this is amazing. Like to be able to see this and like younger people too coming into the industry, be able to see an example like this, it's incredible. Yeah, no, that's all good stuff. So if you haven't already seen Will's channel, then I'll put a link down below this video. You can go and follow him. Find him on Instagram as well. If you like sheep, he's the bloke to go and follow. But plenty of interesting stuff on the farm as well. There's more to just sheep on your farm. Yeah, we do hay and haylage too for the equine world. So that's the main enterprise. But I love sheep.
Plenty of machinery.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Big thanks to Will for coming down. It's a long way from Staffordshire to come for the day. We're going to go, I play darts tonight on a Thursday, so Will's coming along to darts. He is a darts fan as well.
Yeah.
So we'll get him on the board, see what he can do. And yeah.
We're off.
Now we need to do the...
working.
Now I just need to say a massive thanks to Will for coming down and seeing us the last couple of days. Spending a bit of time with us at the farm. We've also just recorded the first podcast for Back My Place. He's decided to be a bit of a guinea pig, which is brilliant for us, and to see how it goes. We're really happy with how the audio and the visual came out. So hopefully you'll see or hear that on Sunday on the Back My Place channel. I don't know how we go about getting it on Spotify and Apple Music, that sort of thing. I'll have to figure that out. But it'll definitely be on YouTube. So if you're not already, then head over to Back My Place and subscribe there so you don't miss that. Please go and support Will's channel. Will's really, really interesting bloke. He's doing some amazing things within farming, not just practically with his sheep and his business, but, you know, helping the next generation of farm come through, doing some of the Farmer's Guardian, get people into jobs campaign, that sort of thing. Really worth checking out his channel. Really good guy, and also he looks like my stunt double, which everyone enjoyed in the pub last night, which was great. So go and check him out. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, then please do give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you on another video very soon. Cheerio. Like a drug that I just can't deny.